Hi there, I'm Jake from Woodpecker, and today let's talk about sending 1,000 cold emails a day. I'm going to show you my strategy for a safe but successful outreach. But before that, story time. Imagine it's early morning when you arrive at the office. Your boss walks up to you and says, "Jim, I would like you to increase the send out to reach 1,000 emails a day." You check your stats, you look at your already debatable results, you look at your trembling open and reply rate, you shake your head in disbelief and say, "Boss, we're gonna ruin our reputation. We're gonna land in spam." But your boss is relentless and says,
"I would like you to crunch those numbers again."
It's programmed, there's no such thing as...
Just crunch them. Just crunch them, please.
"We need more leads." So you start sending, you ramp up the numbers, and soon your open rate goes way down and your bounce rate skyrockets. And well, you ruin your company's domain reputation, Jim, and probably lost your job. So what can we learn from Jim's story? Is it possible to send so many emails in a safe way? Should you ever consider that? The answer is yes, it is doable. And it can also be done safely. Let me show you my cold email strategy for sending 1,000 emails a day without landing in the spam folder. First things first, we need domains and mailboxes, more than we used to need in the past. The recommended range is around 2 or 3 mailboxes per domain. Here let's stick with 3 mailboxes per domain. Each mailbox should not be sending more than 50 emails per day. This is about what a motivated and I hope well-paid sales rep can send per day manually. And nowadays you want to stay under the radar while using automation. This leads us to 12 domains, each with 3 mailboxes, bringing us to a total of 36 mailboxes. Let me show you a graph to make it a bit more clear. So, quick math here. 36 mailboxes, each sending 50 emails a day, gives us way over 1,000 emails a day. Alright, we got our basic setup out of the way. Now, let's go through how to get to 1,000 cold emails safely. First and foremost, if those emails and domains are new, you need to warm up. Depending on how quickly you need to drive first leads, the warm-up should take between 14 and 60 days. A 14-day warm-up will not give you a good reputation and you may burn through that domain fast even if you follow the best practices. It will, however, allow you to get some first leads. Generally speaking, the longer the warm-up, the better. With that being said, let's get back to the 1,000 sent a day. Once your warm-up is finished, you should ramp up gradually. This means you will slowly introduce cold emails to your daily sending, while at the same time lowering the number of warm-up emails. Start with 5 cold emails, then a couple of days later move to 10, then 15, and so forth. Aim to get to a ratio of 30 cold emails and 20 warm-up emails. In general, if your results and engagement are not the best, you might want to keep a similar ratio at all times. Running a warm-up while you send cold emails will help offset the low engagement from cold emails. This will help you stabilize your reputation and deliverability. If you notice that day after day your cold email engagement rate is improving, you can taper off the warm-up. This is when you can increase the number of cold emails within the 50 emails sent, so that eventually you can get to 50 cold emails a day. And 50 cold emails a day from your 36 mailboxes equals 1,800 emails. So if you want to stick to 1,000, you have around 16 mailboxes free now. You can either use them to scale over 1,000, or you can keep them warming up to build a more solid reputation. You can also use them as a backup to rotate in when any mailbox or domain from the 20 pool gets burned. There's one additional thing I like to add to the strategy, a cherry on top, so to speak. The less automated your outreach is, the better for your results. In other words, if your sending looks like natural human behavior, then spam filters will treat your messages more favorably. Since we are not sending a lot of emails per mailbox, we have some room to play with the sending intervals. With the use of automation tools like Woodpecker, you can define how much time should pass between each email. Woodpecker lets you define a minimum and maximum value, which we call the interval. You could set it as low as a message between every 10 and 20 seconds. In that case, Woodpecker will send your emails automatically and keep a pause between the emails somewhere randomly between 10 and 20 seconds. But if you want to mimic a human sending behavior, you might want to use a bit wider interval. Something closer to, let's say, a message between every 280 and 420 seconds. That gives Woodpecker more space for sending at different times while imitating a manual sending process. After all, what human being can send a message every 10 and 20 seconds? Well, probably spammers, right? Such sending intervals can be easily set in Woodpecker, where you can craft your own cold email strategy. Each mailbox can have a different sending interval, which you can adjust in the email account settings. Additionally, Woodpecker allows you to add unlimited mailboxes, which makes it a perfect tool to scale your campaigns safely. And once you add all the mailboxes you need, feel free to use the inbox rotation feature, which will automatically spread the sending between chosen mailboxes within one campaign, all working together towards one goal, your success. So, to sum up, yes, you can send 1,000 emails per day in a safe way, which will grant you the results you want. It is possible, but it requires some strategy and careful planning. But hey, that's not gonna stop you, right? Before you jump right into being a cold email strategist, check out our other video on how to avoid landing in the spam folder in 2024. You might find it pretty useful. And what is your cold email strategy? How many emails per day you send? Let us know in the comments. And as always, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned guys for more videos.